Okay, now we're on to the next part. This is Fancy Dress. This episode I only barely remember. This has the opening segment from Body to Body at the beginning where the Teletubbies bump into each other. And I'm kind of mistaking it for the scene from uh, Ball Games with Debbie where kind of the same thing happens but slightly different. And then the TV event I don't remember at all, but like, yeah. And then the crown segment. This is the only part I really remember when the crown appeared. I was very amused by that. Tinky Winky was pretending to be king, and there's one part with the rabbit song, an alternate version that's higher pitched, and then Poe is like making him tubby toast. I actually don't think I remember that part with Poe making tubby toast. I remember it was something else. I'm not really sure, or maybe that part was cut and then the crown just disappears before Poe could even appear. And then after that, they do the jumping dance, which is the same version from the US version of Numbers 5. Tinky Winky is the missing Teletubby, and when Tinky Winky is the missing Teletubby, Poe, the audio of Poe being the missing Teletubby is used, which I think that happened in Body to Body. I could be wrong. Yeah, where Poe was the missing Teletubby. And Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter. Jana Sheldon is credited again, even though I don't think she appears in this episode at all. This episode aired on April 2nd, 2001, and this also aired during the 10th anniversary of the show. In the Pledge Drive airing, it has the bumping dance in the middle of the episode, which is the same version from Monkeys. And then it has the segment from Rabbits, the UK version, where Tinky Winky is looking for Poe. And and then after that, the windmill starts spinning with the clip of Tinky Winky and Poe saying "uh oh" from Carousel, and they watch the animal parade with the windmill stopping. Yeah, I probably won't mention if it has the elephant's trumpet or not, unless it like doesn't have it. Poe is the missing Teletubby this time, and Dipsy's the Boo Shouter. I think with the alternate ending music. Actually, I don't think so. Why does this keep happening? Where I keep thinking it has the alternate ending music and it does not. And there's that like blue circle thing next to the mouse again. I don't know why it does that. Okay, in the rerun airing at the beginning, it has the segment from Hand Painting where Dipsy is walking in front of the trees with his hat, which I think I vaguely remember. And and then it's the chair segment from Emily Jester, which I don't know if I remember. I might, I'm not sure. And then the Magic House, which is the version from Cuddle's Poor Paw, where it's the bottom left window version. And when the Teletubbies see the windmill spinning, it plays the second part of the magical event tune, which that I might remember. I think there's a few episodes later on that have that. Yeah. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, and Lala's the Boo Shouter. Okay, and the Sprout airing, I was kind of losing track again. It has the opening segment from Colors Red, where Lala and Poe are in bed, and they hear the voice trumpet saying "Red." Wow, rhyme. Hate rhyming. And I think I remember the uh, Crown segment had a different field shot, and like the original version of the episode, it has the shot of that hill where we see a close-up shot of the drum, except the drum is not there. And that shot I do remember in an episode, but we'll get to that later. And then at the end, apparently, it has the dancing bear, which starts right after the baby son is shown giggling at the end of the crown segment. It dances once, and the windmill stops spinning, which I'm not sure if I remember that. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, and the Boo Shouter. And the alternate sprout airing, it has the opening segment from Caterpillars, where Tinky Winky is fetching the others outside, which I don't know if I remember that. That was a recurring segment where it was a different Teletubby, uh, but I'm not sure if I remember this one. I think I remember the one with Dipsy. I'm not sure. And then at the end of the episode, it has the follow the leader dance, which I think might have been the same version from Dance with the Teletubbies, but with the opening shot from Carnival 2. I'm not sure because like the information I checked, it didn't show what version it was. And yeah, circles. This is one interesting one. The opening shot at the beginning of the opening segment is a bit shortened. It's the Teletubbies running around the house. There's two different segments where that happens. This and Bagels. I'm not sure which one I really remember. I don't think I remember either one of them, but I do remember the TV event seeing that a few times. And then the dancing bear appears in the middle of the episode. It dances once, and it has the opening shots from Apple Pie before the Little Bo Peep magical event starts, and the clip of the baby son smiling from the intro is shown at the end. I think I might remember an episode with the dancing bear in the middle. I'm not sure if this is that one, maybe. But yeah, I think it's the only episode where it happens in the middle and it goes like normally because like in one of the UK dubbed episodes where it comes in the middle of the episode, the windmill stops spinning, but then there's a whole other segment starting after that. And then there's a scene where Tinky Winky and Dipsy are making like messes. It's pretty weird segment. I do kind of remember that. And then it has the round and round dance, which yeah. So one of the few episodes where the round and round dance isn't the only thing that's different. Because like the round and round dance was already in the UK version. And then the voice trump is slightly halfway up, not like really halfway. Poe is the missing Teletubby. And also the Boo Shower. I had something in my mouth. I don't know how that got there, but like, yeah, that happens a lot. And the pledge drive airing, apparently the TV event plays once. Of course, I don't remember that. And then apparently, the dancing bear, from what I remember, comes in the like after the segment with Dipsy and Tinky Winky before the round and round dance. And apparently, from what I remember, there was a like an exclusive clip that I don't think was used anywhere else, where Dipsy and Tinky Winky say "uh oh" and run off. But apparently, it actually uses the clip from Naughty Horse Returns where they say "uh oh." But yeah, So yeah. Oh, and the segment with Dipsy and Tinky Winky uses the Home Hill 4 opening shot, at least in the regular airing. And Tinky Winky is the missing Teletubby, and the Boo Shouter, I think with the alternate ending music. I'm for sure this time. This episode aired on April 3rd, 2001. And some airings, one of the airings I've seen, I think it was uploaded by Ohio Teletubbies Universe, uh, where like the three like or four interstitial segments that they usually showed at the end of Teletubbies later on in the series, to fill up like time for like because the episodes were a little too short. So yeah, the three. It's all how you look at it. Segments. Yeah, the three of them. Yeah, the I think you might have seen some of them. I think you might remember the one with the sprinkler. It reminded me a lot of a scene in the Little Rascals where Spanky's trying to put out a fire with the hose. He starts flying all over the place, and then the boy playing with the pots and pans, and then they're blindfolded and feeling something, a bowl. What is it? It's sticky. It feels pretty gross. It could be worms. And then at the end, it shows spaghetti. Very silly. And then the mixing colors one, which is shortened when they show it after Teletubbies because they cut out the part with red and blue making purple. Yeah. But like in one airing I've seen, like on YouTube, half of the third "It's All How You Look At" bumper with the spaghetti is cut. It just cuts to like one of the dancing TV uh, bumpers. I'm not sure if it's an accidental airing or part of the VHS. It's just going to a different recording. So in the rerun airing, at the beginning, it has the segment from Pancakes where the Teletubbies are running around in circles, which I think I vaguely remember. And then the dancing bear is cut, and instead of the round and round dance, it has the the Nunu's sound effects are slightly different uh, in this episode than in the original version. And yeah, instead of the round and round dance in this version, they do the Dizzy Dance, which is the same version from Silly Songs and Funny Dances, which I might remember that version. I don't know if this was the episode that I'm thinking of. I don't think it was. Yeah, and I think Tinky Winky's the Missing Teletubby and the Boo Shouter again with the alternate ending music. In the Sprout area, from what I remember, I don't know if this is true. I remember I had the three ships in the middle. It was the same version from Lighthouse. And yeah, like what does three ships have to do with circles? Well, they kind of like go around in circles at one part. At one, sometimes I like say like two words and like mix them together. I can't decide if I should say point or part, so I said part. So like yeah, very weird. But yeah, I remember the clip of the baby son giggling at the end. It was the same one from Hanukkah at the end of the dancing bear. And then I remember I kind of remember the next segment that scared me. The next segment had the opening shot from Haymaking, where's the reversed field 3 opening shot, I think. And yeah, man, that got me. That motorcycle or whatever that was, I thought it was like some sort of siren or something. And in the alternate Sprout airing, it has the opening segment from Our Story, where the Teletubbies are popping up behind the hills and Tinky Winky pops up in front of the camera, which I'm not sure if I remember. Yeah, a lot of these I'm not sure if I remember. I feel like I've seen like almost every single one of these episodes. I'm not really sure how. I'm not really sure if I had like that many sick days from school, or like if I saw a lot of them on Sprout on demand. And then the three ships shows up at the end, which is the same version from. Okay, I messed up. Is not actually the three ships. It's what it. I just like typed this out so weirdly. I really should redo this at some point. But after a TV event, it's the segment from Numbers 5 version 1 where the Teletubbies are playing a jumping game. And then after that's the Dancing Bear, which is the same version from the Sunday special version of My Mom's a Doctor, where it's the same version from Painting with Hands and Feet, but they added the baby son giggling at the beginning. I don't know why I keep messing up. Yeah, Dipsy's a missing Teletubby, and Poe is the Boo Shouter. Maybe with the alternate ending music, I'm not sure. I feel like that could be a possibility. Most of these are just guesses of like if they have like the alternate ending music. Like I can imagine they would. Next up is Ball Games with Debbie. I think this aired before. Uh, I think the 10 Little Men Finger Play comes before Ball Games with Debbie, but in the US dub, this aired first. As the opening segment from uh, Colors Black, where the Nunu tidies up Dipsy's hat and he wants to dance with it. The bird sounds at the beginning are different, and the TV event music is a little bit different as well. The audio of Poe cheering when she gets chosen is in sync the first time the TV event plays, and the baby son giggling afterwards is not different. It's in sync as well. I do remember the TV event. I was quite intrigued because it's Debbie was not singing. She was not teaching any songs or music. They were not inside her classroom like usual. They were outside. They were also outside in the other TV event I just mentioned. And then there's the cloud segment from uh, the original episode, which starts with the Field 1 opening shot with the extended opening music. And yeah, I don't remember the segment at all. It's Lala's ball gets stuck in a puddle, and she tries to grab it, but keeps like floating away. And Poe helps her. And the baby son's clip at the end is different. And at the end, they go do the splashing dance, which is the same version from Watering the Garden, except the baby son clip at the end is delayed, and the voice. I'm mixing my words. The baby son clip at the end is extended. It's a full clip, and the voice trumpet's not delayed. The intro is the same intro from Colors Black, with Dipsy being the missing Teletubby, and Lala is the Boo Shouter. This episode aired on April 4th, 2001. In the Pledge Drive airing, it has the same opening scene where the Teletubbies are bumping into each other and stuff, which I do remember. And then the segment from throwing, where Lala and Poe are playing catch is used, which I vaguely remember this because of the second part of the Magical Event tune playing when they see the windmill spinning. Except this time they actually fixed this one part where after they run off, it doesn't show the windmill zoom in and clip like usual. Where here they actually did show that. And it's the three ships, and then after that they do the tiptoe dance, which is the same version from Carnival, the UK version, which I not sure if I remember that, but yeah. Lala is the missing Teletubby and the Boo Shouter, possibly with the alternate ending music. In the rerun airing, it has the opening segment. The opening segment is the scene from Sand Castles where the voice trumpet is singing round and round the garden like a Teletubby, which I vaguely remember that. That's another early memory. After a TV event, it's the same scene from Throwing, where, yeah, they're playing catch, and yeah, but this time after that, the dancing bear dances once, and the round and round dance is the same version from Windmill, which that I might remember. Poe is the missing Teletubby, and Lala is the Boo Shouter, possibly with the alternate ending music. In the Sprout airing at the beginning as the opening segment from Ned's Geraniums, where the Teletubbies are playing Boo. I think I remember it had the Right Path 2 opening shot with the windmill on screen. And then I was losing track again. I was reading the wrong thing for a second. But yeah, that seems to be the only thing that's different. Wait, that's not the only thing that's different. It has the entire second half of the Rabbits episode where Tinky Winky is looking for Poe, and then they do the happy dance. So yeah, that I remember. Poe's the missing Teletubby, and I think Lala's the Boo Shouter. I'm not sure if it has the alternate ending music. I think the alternate ending music was a bit more rare in the Sprout airings compared to like the other alternate airings. And the other Sprout airing, the opening segment is the scene from Haircut where the mirror appears, which I'm not sure if I remember that version of the mirror segment. And then it's the Tubby Custard Bubbles segment from Bubbles Russia. And yeah, which that I'm not sure if I remember. But after that, the windmill starts spinning with the scene of the Teletubbies saying "uh oh" from Rebecca's dogs. And they watch the three ships, and the baby son screams at the end instead of the windmill stopping. That I may or may not remember. I need to sit back. Not because my nose is runny, but like I have a major stomach ache. Lala is the missing Teletubby, and I'm not sure if she's the Boo Shouter as well. Well, we're almost done with this. It's taking shorter than I thought. Colors green. This episode used to air a lot on Sprout, but I don't think I remember seeing it on there. I might have. Just so happened that I missed out on it. I've seen a video of like some teenagers watching this episode on Sprout on Demand late at night. This episode aired on April 5th, 2001, and this also aired during the 10th anniversary. It has the opening segment where the voice trumpet is mooing like a cow. Some of the Teletubbies dialogue is off sync. I'm not sure if I remember this segment. And then the TV event. Okay, what is going on? Every time I check one of these documents, it looks like something has been like backspaced. Never what. Never mind what I said. This is gonna take forever. So yeah, the later audio of Tinky Winky being chosen for a TV event is used. I think I better check. Never mind, that does not happen. And yeah, and then the segment where they're talking about all the green things in Teletubby Land, that one I only have like a vague memory of seeing like years ago. And then they do the follow the leader dance at the end, which is the same version from Carnival 2, but it has the ending from Animal Rhythms, where before it shows the Teletubbies sitting down, we see the outside the house, and then the episode ends. Which I'm not sure if I remembered that. Pose the missing Teletubby, and the Animal Rhythms ending is used where uh, Dipsy is the boo shouter. And the end credits are delayed and very slow. And Dave Thompson is credited, and the Nunu operator is credited. I think the Nunu operator is very rarely credited in most episodes. And the pledge drive area, this has the in the pledge drive area, this has the jumping dance at the end, which is the same version from Longhorns, the UK version. And then they go watch the magic tree with the windmill stopping. That I'm not sure if I remember. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, and Poe's the boo shouter. In the rerun area, the audio of Tinky Winky saying "uh-oh" uh, during the green segment, and the TV event Baby Sun clip at the end is shown. The audio of Tinky Winky saying "uh-oh" is off sync. But in the rerun area, at the end, it has the falling down dance and the magic house, which is the same version from Emily and the Trap, where it's the bottom left window version, which that I might remember. And the voice trap is about an inch higher, from what I remember. Now I'm stumbling on my words. Lala's the boo shouter. Possibly with the alternate ending music. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll probably type it just in case. But yeah, in the Sprout area, it has the uh, Dizzy Dance at the end, which is the same version from Fruit Tasting, but then after that, they go watch the Dancing Bear, which is the same version from Carousel, where the baby son is shown giggling at the end, which I'm not sure if I remember that. I might remember that, but not in this episode. Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby, and also the Boo Shouter. In the alternate Sprout area, at the beginning, it has the Round and Round dance, which is the same version from the Sunday special version of Emily and Jester. Whereas the shortened version, and at the end, the windmill starts spinning, and the scene of the Teletubbies saying "uh-oh" from the flag segment from Ned's Bicycle is used, which that I don't think I remember at all. And then at the end, after the green segment, it shows the baby son giggling, and then the windmill starts spinning for the magic tree, and the windmill stops spinning. So yeah. Next up is Game Drive, or South African Game Drive. this has the opening segment where I think in this episode is the opening segment where all the Teletubbies come inside the house, and yeah, this episode aired on April 6th, 2000. By the way, so yeah, I think I might remember the opening scene. I'm not sure. The child narrator's dialogue during the TV event is slightly off sync. I don't know if I remember the TV event. I know it was the same South African fields and the same children from the Christmas in South Africa TV event in there. And then the segment where the trolley appears, but instead of trolley, they re record the dialogue, and some of the dialogue's off sync, but they say, like, they say wagon. So yeah, the Baby Son's clip at the end is different. I might remember the segment, I'm not sure. And then the tiptoe dance, which I think is the same version from Let's Dance, but in the middle, when they're about to do a second time, they don't hear the Teletubbies saying again, again. And then and yeah, that's it. And Poe's the missing Teletubby, and Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter with the end credits delayed. And the Pledge Drive airing, the different Sun Baby clip at the end is in the Pledge Drive airing. And the Pledge Drive airing, it has the Falling Down dance and the Animal Parade, which is the same version from Tweet Tweet, which that I'm pretty sure I remember. Lala's missing Teletubby and also the Boo Shouter, possibly with the alternate ending music. God, am I drooling? And the rerun airing, it has the running away dance at the end, which I think might be the same version from Numbers 1, version 1. In the Sprout airing, it has the Stamping a Stepping dance, which is the extended version. I think it might be the same version from My Mum's a Doctor, but with the audio fixed. Where, like, at the beginning, like, there's no music heard for several seconds. Yeah. And the alternate Sprout airing, it has the opening segment from Dragonflies where Tinky Winky shouts "Big Hug," and everyone comes to give him a big hug, which that I'm not sure if I remember. And then the tiptoe dances in the middle of the episode, and at the end, it has the Animal Parade, which is the same version from Tweet Tweet once again, as the clip of Dipsy or Tinky Winky and Poe saying "oh" from Jack and the Beanstalk, even though they're like right next to the front door of the house, even though they're a bit further away from the house. So yeah, Dipsy is the missing Teletubby, and Lala's the Boo Shouter. And that's it for now.